All right, so by now you've unwrapped your presents, you opened it, maybe you got something and you didn't like it.
So what do you do?
Yeah, buyers beware though. More stores are actually adding return fees and shortening the return windows this year.
Consumer reporter Heather Sullivan joins us with some smart sense on all those changing return policies.
Yeah, ever changing. Since returns spiked in the pandemic, more retailers are charging fees to recoup their losses. And returns don't just cost the retailers, they cost the environment too. Ready to return gifts that weren't quite right? Consumer World's return policy survey found more stores adding return by mail fees.
TJ Maxx and Marshalls raised their fee by $1, so it's now $11.99. Macy's has added a $9.99 mail-in fee if you're not a member of their loyalty plan. So obviously it's a free plan. Go sign up for it so you don't have to pay that fee.
Return tracking company Narvar reports 40% of retailers now charge return fees. And fashion reselling platforms Poshmark and RealReal report increases in clothing being sold with tags still on as consumers look to recoup what they paid. Consumer World also says more retailers are shortening their return time limits. It says Macy's toy returns went from 90 days to 30, and Walmart now only takes major appliances back within 2 days.
Amazon, for example, in past years, you could buy something in October and return it until the end of January. This year, the Amazon return window only begins on November 1st.
While many retailers sell returns to liquidators who resell them to the public at discount, return software company Optoro estimates 5.8 billion pounds of returns end up in landfills every year. That has launched some newer businesses that divert those returns from landfills and resell them.
We work with some of the largest retailers on taking their returns, diverting them from landfill. They come into our facilities where our team does quality and condition checking.
Rebel Stork sells returned baby gear online.
80% of the product that is returned is unused, so it's brand new product at up to 80% off of regular price.
Turning what may have been a returned holiday gift into the gift of savings for someone else. And I put links to Consumer World's roundup of new return policies on Sullivan's Smart Sense on Fox26Houston.com.
So it seems like these companies are not making it easier for you to return.
They don't
your
want
items.
it back.
They do not. You keep it. You got it. You keep that. What can you do if you want to avoid these fees and issues?
Yeah, so here are some tips from Consumer World. If the retailer charges return by mail fees, then you want to try and return it in a local store where it's free. Have the receipt or a gift receipt, or return it and return it in its original packaging. If you don't have a receipt, you can also use a credit card statement, or some stores can look up the purchase on your credit card, and you want to return it by their deadline. Returns without a receipt may mean some store credit or even the lowest price for the item that it has sold at recently, or sometimes no return at all. So look up their rules, their policies, and try and follow them.
And Heather, I love that you mentioned Poshmark. It's like thrifting other people's closets.
Yeah.
And I love finding brand new with the tags on it, merchandise there. So that's
because,
another option.
they don't want to pay the return fee, so they're selling it.
There we go. All right. Thanks for the tips as usual. Good stuff.
You bet.